everybody, Bob DiGiacomo, Bermuda Bob Leadership and Intentional Growth Coaching. As always, I am, well, you guessed it, coming to you from beautiful and sunny Bermuda. It's sunny today. We've had a bunch of rain over the last few weeks, no snow. And although I look like I'm dressed very warm, it's probably going to get into the 70s today. I know. Don't be too jealous. It's cold in many, many places. But it's beautiful here today, and I wanted to share that with you. But here it is, Friday, January the 13th, 2017. Oh my gosh, it's Friday the 13th. What better day to come to you with a video about changes and choices. Choices and changes. Where are your resolutions at this point that you made 13, 14 days ago? Have you totally given them all up? Are you down to just a few left? I know one of my mentors is teaching me to get down to my final 4. It's not March Madness, but it would be maybe madness to have so many resolutions that I couldn't stick to them. In fact, John Maxwell, my teacher, my mentor, and my partner, has said, if you want to reach your potential and become the person you were created to be, you must do much more than just experience life and hope that you learn what you need along the way. You must go out of your way to seize growth opportunities as if your future depended upon it. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you very briefly this morning in this video blog. Changes and choices, choices and change. At the end of November 2016, beginning of December, I had to fly off to New York to have a procedure. Now I call it surgery. A mere generation ago, a few years ago, what I had done would have involved cutting me open and spreading the heart apart, the chest apart to get to the heart. But today they put me on a table and they shoved some things up my arm and they got into my heart. Kind of like the back door, sort of. Except the back door today has become the front door. Now, what they found was life-threatening. And as a result of what they found in it being life-threatening, I've had to make some changes. I've had to make some choices. I've had to cut my sodium intake down to negligible numbers. Now, you know, food, being what it is, requires spice. It requires salt. We don't like tasteless things. But I've had to make some changes. I've had to make some choices. Even the coffee I drink, I'm now drinking it either black or with just a little bit of sugar compared to what I used to put into my coffee, because I didn't like the taste of the coffee, and so I had to sweeten it up. But now I've learned that coffee doesn't taste that bad on its own, as it was meant to be. But it's about changes. It's about choices. You know, you can't start the journey without your first step. But you can't continue that journey without taking that second step. And momentum is going to be our greatest friend out there. How are you doing with your potential this year? Are you still pursuing? Are you still changing? Are you still making choices? Or have you given up on January the 13th, Friday the 13th? What is the big picture for you in 2017? And what will your win be? As a result of changes and choices that I have been making in my life, I'm feeling a lot healthier in just a mere few weeks. I've already seen the change that has taken place within my vessel, my bodily vessel. I've lost some girth. I've lost some weight. I'm feeling better. Can I go on and get used to the fact that I've got to now look at containers and read how much sodium is in it? When I see that it's way beyond what I'm looking for, to put it back down and go reach for something else? Can you handle the changes and choices that you need to make? Change is always a choice. And you have a choice to make a change. And I know I've belabored those two words back and forth several times here, to the point where you're probably saying, well, what is the point? Well, my point today is that if you're going to change, you need to make a choice. And the choices that you make today and each and every day on your journey are going to help you to make those changes and choices and changes. How is your diet going this year? Are you walking? Are you doing things that you started out to do and you're still continuing to do? Make 2017 the best year in your life. Write down a few reasons why it's important for you to make those changes and those choices. I have a grandson and a granddaughter on the way. I want to be able to share as long as possible in their lives. I have 3 beautiful children that have grown into adulthood. I want to be able to share and enjoy their lives as well, a lot longer and a lot further than my father and my mother were able to be in my life because of the choices that they made years ago in their lives. So in closing, changes, choices. The choice is yours. Are you ready for the change? Remember, what is the big picture for you in 2017? For you today, Friday the 13th, 2017, 13 days into the new year. Bob DiGiacomo signing off until next time. Give me a shout, BermudaBob@me.com, or click on a button below on Facebook. Ask me how I can help you with those changes and those choices. It's kind of what I do, being connected to the John Maxwell team. And I'm glad I made the change and the choice to be part of that team, because it's been wonderful, totally awesome since that day. And John has said it very well, anything worthwhile is always uphill. And baby, I'm enjoying the climb. All the best.